Right now, your mind is doing something dangerous. It's replaying a conversation from 3 days ago. It's worrying about a meeting next week. It's creating problems that don't exist yet. While you're trapped in your head, your life is passing you by. Minute by minute, hour by hour, year by year. Overthinking isn't just uncomfortable. It's a slow death. It drains your energy, destroys your sleep, it paralyzes your decisions, and the worst part is, you can't stop. The more you try to stop thinking, the more you think. It's like quicksand. The harder you fight, the deeper you sink. 400 years ago, a samurai named Miyamoto Musashi discovered the antidote. He called it Mushin, the mind of no mind, and it made him invincible in combat. 60 duels, 0 defeats. Not because he was stronger, because his mind was empty. Today, I'm going to show you how to silence the chaos inside your skull. But be warned. This requires you to unlearn everything modern society taught you about thinking. Subscribe and comment what you overthink about most. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Prisoner of Thoughts. His name was Adrian, 27 years old, graphic designer at a creative agency. Talented, intelligent, and completely trapped inside his own head. Every night, Adrian lay in bed for 3 hours before sleeping. Not because he wasn't tired, because his mind refused to stop. It replayed every awkward moment from the day, analyzed every email he sent, imagined every way tomorrow could go wrong. His girlfriend once asked him a simple question. "What do you want for dinner?" Adrian couldn't answer. His mind immediately created 17 parallel scenarios. If I say pizza, she might think I'm unhealthy. If I say salad, she might think I'm being passive. What if she wanted something specific and I should have known? This happened with everything. Small decisions became mental marathons. Big decisions became impossible. He researched laptops for 4 months before buying one, then spent 2 weeks regretting his choice. His friends stopped inviting him to spontaneous plans. Adrian needs 2 weeks' notice for everything. They laughed about it, but it wasn't funny. It was a prison. Work was worse. Every project went through infinite mental revisions before he even started. What if the client hates this direction?
That's weird.
What if my boss thinks it's amateur? What if I'm not as talented as everyone thinks? The fear of making wrong choices made him unable to make any choice. His doctor said anxiety. His therapist said cognitive distortions. His friend said just relax. Nothing helped because none of them understood the real problem. Adrian's mind had become his master instead of his servant. Then his grandfather died. And at the funeral, Adrian discovered an old journal. Inside, a single page was bookmarked, notes about a samurai philosophy. His grandfather had written one sentence at the top. "This saved my life in the war." The page described Musashi's concept of Mushin. Adrian read it standing in the funeral home. Something cracked open. Chapter 2. The Empty Mind. Miyamoto Musashi killed his first opponent at 13. By 30, he was the most feared swordsman in Japan. But his genius wasn't technique, it was mental. In his book, The Book of Five Rings, Musashi wrote about the greatest enemy of a warrior, hesitation. The moment you start thinking in combat, you die. Your opponent strikes while you're calculating, your body freezes while your mind races. Musashi developed Mushin, literally translated as no mind, not emptiness, not stupidity, but a state where action flows without the interference of thought. The body moves, the sword strikes. No second guessing, no analysis paralysis, pure response. He wrote that the mind should be like water. When water is still, it reflects everything perfectly. When you disturb it, the reflection shatters. Your overthinking is the disturbance. Machine is the stillness. But here's what struck Adrian most. Musashi didn't achieve Machine by thinking harder. He achieved it by trusting his training and releasing his grip on outcomes. He wrote that you must accept that you might die in each battle. Once you accept the worst outcome, fear loses its power. And when fear loses power, the mind becomes still. Adrian realized his overthinking was just fear wearing a sophisticated mask. Fear of judgment. Fear of failure. Fear of making wrong choices. His mind was trying to protect him by analyzing every possibility. But instead of protection, it became a cage. Chapter 3. The Training. Adrian began practicing Mushin in small moments.
Oh.
The first exercise was terrifying. Make decisions in under 3 seconds. His girlfriend asked about dinner. Pizza. No analysis. No second guessing. Just answer. She smiled. Great choice. Nothing bad happened. Boss? His boss asked for his opinion in a meeting. Adrian spoke before his mind could create objections. The idea wasn't perfect, but it was something. And something beats nothing every time. Week 2, he started a daily practice Musashi recommended, sitting in silence for 20 minutes. It's not meditation exactly, just sitting, watching thoughts arise like clouds. It's not following them, not fighting them, just watching. The first week was chaos. His mind screamed for attention. Follow me. This is important. You need to figure this out. But Adrian just watched. And slowly, the thoughts lost their power. Week 3. He applied Mushin to his work. Start projects without waiting for perfect clarity. His first design wasn't his best, but it was finished. And a finished project beats a perfect idea trapped in your head forever. Month 2. Something profound shifted. Adrian noticed gaps between his thoughts, moments of pure stillness. His girlfriend said he seemed lighter. His boss said he seemed more confident. His friends started inviting him to spontaneous plans again. Chapter 4. The Free Mind. 6 months later, Adrian still had thoughts. Machine isn't about having no thoughts. It's about not being controlled by them. Thoughts arise. He notices them. They pass. He acts anyway. His coworker asked the question everyone eventually asks. How did you change? You used to be paralyzed by everything. Adrian smiled. I stopped trying to think my way out of problems. I started trusting myself to handle whatever happens. My mind is my tool now, not my master. This is Musashi's gift to the modern world. Your mind was designed to serve you. Somewhere along the way, the roles reversed. You became servant to your thoughts, every fear, every doubt. Every imagined scenario became your commander. Machine reverses this, not through force, through release. You release the need for certainty. You release the grip on outcomes. You release the fantasy that enough thinking will protect you from life. Musashi faced death 60 times. He won because his mind was empty. Your battles are smaller, but the solution is the same. So here's my question. What decision are you avoiding right now? What action is trapped under layers of overthinking? Stop analyzing. Start moving. Let the thoughts come. Let them go. Act anyway. Comment below what you're finally going to do. Subscribe if this freed something in your mind. The empty mind is waiting. Step into it.